That's right. Well, that attorney tells me that if you're undocumented and apprehended by ICE, you have the right to remain silent and you shouldn't sign anything. There are actually cards like this that you can pick up from an advocacy group to show to an ICE agent instead.
I'm horrified by his efforts.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham will work to protect families and kids if Immigration and Customs Enforcement starts removing undocumented immigrants from New Mexico communities.
This isn't new. This has been an effort to leverage resources for the wall.
On Monday, President Trump tweeted that ICE will begin the process of removing the millions of undocumented immigrants who have illicitly found their way into the United States. But the governor says that ICE isn't providing the support that's needed.
I've been trying to get ICE to support us, to do the kind of criminal investigatory and work that would help us with bad actors in border states and all across this country. And they're not, because they're involved in political activity.
If you're undocumented in this country, you do have rights.
You don't have to provide them any information whatsoever. You don't have to give them your name, you don't have to give them your paperwork, because anything that you give them means that they can now prove that you're in the country illegally.
Based on your Fifth Amendment rights, you have the right to remain silent. ICE officials also can't enter your home without a warrant.
There are a lot of nonprofit organizations that'll give you a little card that outlines the Know Your Rights. On the little card, it'll also say, I am represented by an attorney, contact my attorney.
Roxy de Santiago says despite the president's tweets, living in fear is how many undocumented immigrants live every day.
What I tell them regularly is to speak with an attorney. The rules change. The rules change like every 6 months.
Now, these cards do come in both English and Spanish. De Santiago also told me that while those who are undocumented don't have to give their name to ICE officials, you do have to give it to police if asked. Marissa Armas, KOAT Action 7 News.
Thank you, Marissa. And we also asked the governor whether she thinks becoming a sanctuary state would help during this political climate. She says she does not think it would help in this situation. Well, this comes as all new on 5. The Senate has just passed an emergency $4.6 billion border funding bill. Senators Martin Heinrich and Tom Udall say $30 million would come to New Mexico. It will reimburse New Mexico communities and nonprofits, helping provide shelter and relief for the influx of migrants. The bill now moves over to the House for a vote.
New on 7, the acting director of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, not ICE, is facing criticism for a recently obtained email he is thought to have sent to asylum officers. In it, Ken Cuccinelli seemed to encourage officers to be skeptical of asylum seekers' claims of credible fears of return to their home countries. He urged the cops to count someone's credible fear for a judge only if asylum is likely to be granted. The agency has declined to comment. Well, all year we've been exploring our immigration issues through our Project Community series.
They call it the crisis at the border, but in fact it reaches far beyond New Mexico towns and communities far away. Coming up next week, our team of journalists will be walking you through all aspects of immigration, the problems and possible solutions. And our lawmakers will be weighing in live. Our Project Community Immigration airs Tuesday, June 25th at 6:30 right here on KOAT. Well, our live Super Doppler 7 team has been telling you all about the summer heat moving in. Chief Meteorologist Joe Diaz has New Mexico's certified most accurate forecast.
All right, we'll start with the KOAT action cam. You see the leaves blowing a little bit. Plenty of sunshine out there right now. 89 degrees. We've been as high as 90 so far, which is normal for this time of year. Relative humidity 13%, so the swamp cooler is looking okay. But you have the winds gusting to 22 miles an hour here. 80s, 90s throughout Santa Fe, Albuquerque on into the Rio Rancho area. But we have these gusty winds hour by hour. They will be coming down. So if you're on the patio, if you can protect yourself from the northwest winds, you'll probably be fine to be outside for tonight, but it will be a warm one. Winds lower, a refreshing start on the day. But I tell you what, we do have stronger winds in the forecast, along with kind of a roller coaster ride in temperatures.
All right, Joe, thanks so much. And happening right now, we are just an hour from the biggest test yet for the New Mexico United Soccer Club.
They're one of 16 teams left in the entire U.S. playing an MLS team in the U.S. Open Cup. Like the Isotopes, kind of like taking on the New York Yankees.
Oh, boy.
Shelley Leggett is live at Star Brothers with a lot of other people.
That's right, guys. We are at the Curse Watch Party, and a lot of members have started to trickle in The match starts at 6. Now, New Mexico United is getting ready to face off with FC Dallas, who is going to be a tough opponent, but New Mexico United has dropped to 3rd in league standings, but if they win tonight, they continue on in the tournament and face Minnesota United next. Now, here's another fact about this tournament. No lower division team has won since 1999. Or another fact, the lower division teams also have not reached the finals since 2008. But I do think that our guys can change that and make it to the finals this year. But things are starting to pick up here. A lot of members are coming in right now, and a lot of other fans are coming in to watch the game on the big screen that is happening in Dallas. I'm live at Star Brothers. Shelley Leggett, KOAT Action 7 News.
We'll be checking back in there throughout the show and for the game as well. Now, if you want to head to the watch party, you can find a list of them right now on KOAT.com.
It makes me want to go to an NM United game. I know this one's in Dallas, but when they come back,
Right.
I think I need to go to one. I haven't gone yet.
It's funny, this tournament's kind of like in the middle of their regular season. They have a whole other part of the season they still have to play, so there's a lot of chances for you to go.
Lots of soccer to come.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, new tonight, a large produce problem all over I-25 today. A semi-truck tipped over and all of its cargo came with it. Happened around noon on the highway near La Cienega, just outside of Santa Fe. And check it out, this truck is right on its side and people are seeing some kind of moving up that, taking the mess out of that truck. No word yet if anyone was hurt. We'll of course let you know as soon as we learn more.
Lily, have you had any alcohol tonight?
Yes.
How much have you had?
I drank 2 beers at Marble.
She is the first woman caught accused of drunk scootering her way through town. This lapel video is something many of you think will become all too common in Albuquerque, so much so that now a popular local brewery is trying to help people stay safe. Here's Action 7 News anchor Shelby Cashman.
Sounds pretty easy. All you do is scan and you're ready to go. But before you use these scooters to bar hop, you might want to think twice.
We were just going to Central to another bar.
Normally a totally fine thing to do, but not if you're drunk
So if I fail this, I'm going to get a DWI.
on an e-scooter and going the wrong way. You can get a DWI on any motorized means of transportation.
You know you're going southbound in the northbound lanes?
Do you realize that these scooters just happened in Albuquerque?
This is newly released police cam footage from May when 26-year-old Lily Romero was stopped going the wrong way on 2nd Street on a spin scooter. After a series of field sobriety tests,
I want you to follow my index finger with your eyes. Don't move your head, okay? Just use your eyes for me, okay?
cops said she failed.
Place your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for DWI.
It's a true sign of the times.
Those scooters, while a welcome new addition to Albuquerque, are not a safe alternative to drinking and driving.
That's why Tractor Brewing downtown is sending you a friendly reminder.
I feel like it's especially relevant here in Wells Park because we have several breweries within walking distance.
Kittner says he sees a lot of people ride the e-scooters to the brewery, but suggests taking an Uber or Lyft if you plan to drink a lot, so you don't end up breaking the law.
I'm riding a scooter because I don't want to drive drunk. And you're going to give me a sobriety test?
Absolutely.
Right now, there are about 250 of these around the city, and another 750 more are coming by the end of July. So, scoot responsibly. In Albuquerque, Shelby Cashman, KOAT Action 7 News.
Helmets are not required to ride e-scooters, but they are encouraged.
New at 5, a heads up for anyone going to Metro Court. Starting next month, you cannot take your cell phone inside anywhere. You are normally able to leave them inside the provided cell phone lockers before going into the courtroom, but county court leaders say the upkeep is just too expensive. The lockers will go away on July 1st. Also new for you, we'll soon know who will replace a longtime iconic state senator who recently passed away. Inga Royal Day shows you the 2 people who could fill John Pinto's seat.
Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has narrowed her list down to 2 candidates to replace late State Senator John Pinto, a Navajo code talker who died last month. According to the Journal, the 2 candidates are Wallace Charlie of Shiprock, a former San Juan County Commissioner, and former McKinley County Commissioner Carol Bowman Musket. Governor Lujan Grisham says she will make a decision after speaking with both candidates. Now, last month, Senator Pinto's memorial service was held at the Roundhouse, and it was standing room only for that service. Pinto served in the state Senate for more than 4 decades. He was one of the nation's longest-serving Native American elected officials. As soon as the governor makes her decision, of course, we will let you know. Royal Day, KOAT Action 7 News.
Also new at 5 for you. A special rescue tonight by Las Cruces police officers.
He discovered and saved two very small bunnies. Las Cruces PD posted these pictures on their Facebook page. They say 10-year-old department veteran Joseph Herrera picked these little guys up on Monday. It was while investigators were at a crime scene. Now, they are really, really small, as you can see. Herrera stuck them in his vest and watched over them until animal rescue workers could show up and help. We are told they are doing just fine.
So adorable. Well, next on 7, students inspected for nicotine where it's going to happen at one school. But first,
a conversation on slavery reparations. I'm Matt Pritchard in Washington with the debate taking place on Capitol Hill today.
Coming up all new on Action 7 News at 6, a privately built section of border wall in southern New Mexico is done, but the group in charge wants to extend it. We are digging deeper into what's happening in Sunland Park.
Let's get a check on Traffic Watch 7 now with Christy Waits.
Well, we have an accident in Santa Fe that's been causing some delays around the La Cienega area, so you can take one of the frontage roads to avoid further delay. We had a crash also Wyoming and Copper. You still might see some residual backup from that accident, so just give yourself some extra time if you are headed out the door. From the News Radio 94.5 FM Traffic Center, I'm Christy Waite for Traffic Watch 7.
And here are your drive times. Alameda between I-25 and Coors is 7 minutes. Paseo to I-25 and Coors is 10 minutes, and Montaña between I-25 and Coors is 11. And as we head to the break, we're going to check back in live at Star Brothers over there in San Antonio. You can see it is filling up fast as they're getting ready for the United to take on a team from Dallas.
You're watching KOAT Action 7 News.
This is Juneteenth, the day we celebrate the end of slavery in the United States. Now, and right now, Congress is deciding how to repay descendants of slaves.
Action 7 News reporter Matt Pritchard is in our exclusive Washington bureau. And Matt, what is the difference in opinion here?
Christine and Doug, some see this as long overdue, while others feel it's unfair to pin the sins of the past on 2019 Americans.
I sit here as the great-grandson of a former slave.
Emotions running high on a divided panel Wednesday, discussing a bill that would form a committee on slavery reparations.
Justice for black people cannot be achieved without radical changes in the structure of our society.
Bill H.R. 40 is a moral and political mistake.
The bill would address the injustice of slavery. 13 members would sit on the proposed commission, tasked with creating different reparation proposals. But some lawmakers...
I don't think...